Nickelodeon is pretty notorious for giving us ships we all adore, but then they don't have them get together or just give them a dumb ending. Some examples are Tori with Beck, Freddie with Sam, and Kat with Robbie. But then there's two relationships Nickelodeon got perfect. The first one is Kindall and Joe. I found it funny how when Joe first arrives to the Palm Woods, the four boys wanted her, and then when Kindall finally gets her, they all backed off. So does Kindall just live with knowing his best friends are attracted to his girlfriend, or does he forget about that? Anyways, seeing them together was always cute. Kindall and Joe complemented each other perfectly. Their chemistry was great, and Joe is what you call wifey material while Kindall is what you call husband material. This is why they're perfect for each other. The haters of Kindall with Joe say Kindall should have ended up with Lucy, but honestly, Lucy seems like just a rebellious fling. Sure, when they first met they liked each other and there was chemistry, but they would have lasted a few months, maybe a year at max. They just weren't really endgame. It's not even about them having two different styles. Okay, one was a pop/rock star, and the other was full rock, but that's not why they wouldn't last. They would have eventually found out they're not compatible. One can even say that Kindall only liked Lucy because he was heartbroken. Pretty much just a rebound. Sure, when Joe returns, Kindall has a hard time choosing between Lucy and Joe, but I think he has a hard time choosing because he doesn't want to be mean and break someone's heart, not because he loves Lucy so much. Haters also say that after Joe's return, she became very jealous and demanding. I can't lie, I will say I didn't enjoy seeing this because prior to her departure, Joe was more chill, but I can't really blame her. She saw Kindall kissing Lucy, and Joe's face just showed how in disbelief and heartbroken she was in that moment. They're also just high school students. At that age, if you get back together with your boyfriend, and you know he was falling for someone else while you were gone, obviously you're going to have insecure moments. It will take some time for you to get over it. I also think why Joe changed after seeing Kindall with Lucy was because she also had the chance to get with someone else while she was away. Not only her co-star Jet, who was always chasing her, but Joe is a young and pretty blonde, so I'm sure she had guys chasing her, but she didn't get with any of them. So when she saw Kindall with Lucy, it was even more of a betrayal. Kindall broke an unspoken agreement. People only like Lucy because she was the rebellious character. She lived on her own and was a rock star. The boys weren't angels, but they also weren't the biggest rebels. What they had was they were irresponsible, so they would always break and ruin stuff, but I would even say Katie is more of a rebel than the boys. So when people saw Lucy, it was like a breath of fresh air, and that's why they loved her. Especially since Joe was very cookie cutter, but I don't see how that's bad. So when people say Joe and Kindall were bland and had no depth, they are either blind or don't pay attention to the episodes. They were cute together. They had the saddest scenes and the cutest moments. Plus, an amazing song came out from their relationship. I don't see a great song coming from Lucy and Kindall's relationship. The next relationship Nickelodeon did a great job with was Josh and Mindy. Their rivals to lovers' journey was fun to watch, and the scene where they confessed that they like each other, it was very adorable and funny to see. Mindy and Josh looked like a normal high school couple, and I mean that in a good way. When Josh wanted to really impress Mindy's parents, it was sweet seeing a guy care, and that Nick didn't just have Josh not care about her parents. It was cool how Josh was afraid of telling Drake about him and Mindy, so it led to them having problems. But when Drake finds out, he's actually okay with it and even helps Josh fix things with Mindy. I love all of Josh and Mindy's moments, but my favorites are definitely from season 4. Mindy tells Josh she loves him, but he panics and doesn't say it back.
I love you.
Seeing chemistry.
It was cool seeing Nickelodeon having the girls say I love you first. Then when Mindy tries making Josh jealous by pretending she has a boyfriend, but it's really just her cousin. Also when Mindy becomes assistant manager at the theater instead of Josh, he reveals Mindy is wealthy from her dad selling salmon. I don't know why, but that was just funny. I like how they kept the rivalry between Mindy and Drake going. Then no matter how silly they'd make Josh look, Mindy was still into him. They were both two really smart kids who were into each other, and even when they did have problems, it was never toxic. It was a laid-back relationship and a great depiction of a real-life couple. Nickelodeon later goes on to making toxic couples for the sake of comedy, except Kindall and Joe. But that's why Josh with Mindy and Kindall with Joe are the two relationships Nickelodeon got right. It's not Beck with Jade because they're fan favorites, but they're so toxic, and there's a period where you can tell Beck would be willing to cheat with Tori if Tori was down. It's also not Carly with Freddie because they didn't get together until the iCarly reboot. During the original iCarly, they don't have Carly and Freddie get together just to keep the love triangle going. Logan and Camille are also cute together, but they're not the best because Camille was really toxic. Logan not as much, but Camille was toxic before they were even dating. You can't use the excuse that she's an actress because Joe was also an actress and wasn't over the top like Camille. Let me know if you agree with me that Joe with Kindall and Josh with Mindy are the best couples coming from Nickelodeon. If you don't agree, then let me know why and which couples you think Nickelodeon did a great job with. Not which ones are the cutest ships, but which ones are fundamentally great even down to the basics. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you next time.